Welcome to the bold analysis. The math is not mathing. And I am here to do a follow up on the developing story we have been covering since last night. And I just want to make some observations and how it is now so far evolving. Yesterday night, there was a breaking news that came from, actually, it was from Citizen TV. By then, I had gone to sleep. Someone just called me. And when I went to the screens, there was a breaking news that Matiang'i's home, police raid Matiang'i's home. That is what the headline was reading. And while in that headline, the people that were speaking were only two. That was Raila Odinga, who said that he was coming to be solidarity with Matiang'i's former education and interior security CS Fred Matiang'i, and also Dunstan Omari, who was the lead lawyer for CS Matiang'i. From what we were told last night by Dunstan Omari, is that the police officers came, they were around the gate, they wanted to search, and they wanted to do a house search or house raid on Matiang'i's home, but they did not have any order that was showing maybe that that was commissioned, rather sanctioned by the highest authority. And yes, we saw leaders going there, Azimio leaders rushing there in their numbers to show solidarity, even though we never saw Matiang'i. Matiang'i did not come out by then. Even Kisii governor going there. The Star captured it that Matiang'i had spoken, they had an interview with Matiang'i, and Matiang'i had told them that there was a pending arrest, and so it's something that he knew. Some people in government had told him that was going on. No, that is what we had known so far. But now the new development here is this. Today in the morning, Inspector General of Police Japhet Koome denied that they never sent any police from as NPS, National Police Service. EACC are saying they have nothing to do with it, and DPP are saying they are not in it. Now, this response has come today in the morning with the government, the state agencies saying that, of course, it's a foiled arrest, or rather it's a state-managed arrest because they were not there. So the question is that I also want to look at here is the fact that they are denying that they sent the police there. Should we believe them? Should we? And does that make it? Does that make it a failed one? One thing I can say is palipo na moshi na moto. It could be maybe what may be seen is a smoke screen. I want to concur with the Kenyans that are asking Matiang'i and are demanding that Matiang'i should release the photos and the videos. We don't know because we reported the dramatic scenes of how police. Dunstan Omari said the police, they tried to talk to them, they were quiet, but the media reports are saying, according to what was reported by them, that they wanted to do a house search. So, from my point of view, even if they never got entrance there, but they know the motive. So, if they know motive, what exactly? However, you can know from your sources, the same people that were telling Matiang'i that the spies that told Matiang'i that there was a pending arrest could have told him maybe what was the grounds, maybe house raid or side something. One thing I can say here is I think demanding for photos or videos, however much it's a very legitimate call, but it should not shallow our thoughts into looking into the deep issues, because anyway, we can see photos and videos, and after realizing that there was a raid or not, as to whether there were police there or not, I don't think that is it. It can't be that Raila atatoka huko. I'm told he was there with slippers. And the media presses and all of it were there, but they're not. There is nothing. There must be a chunk of a percentage of kitu kidogo, something that might have to get that. I've looked at media coverage of that incident, and I thought it was going to be it was going to be agenda of the day. Yes, it is setting the conversation, but I think we are not yet probing questions. We're not asking questions. I don't know why we don't have photos and videos, even from the media, leave alone from what Matiang'i is saying, even from the media themselves. What would it be that maybe they're still trying to retrieve it or so? Could would they take long to release the photos or videos of any incident if there was there? Could they take photos? And why has it yet delayed? Now, we know that Matiang'i has gone to court to seek anticipatory bail pending his arrest. Now, who is fooling who? You know, I want us to look at it this way. If, because those who are pro-government are saying that it was state managed, then if it was state managed, then what is the motive of such a move to Matiang'i? How does it, who stands to benefit? If you tell this country that Matiang'i is under arrest and you splash it in the media and it's all over, and Kenyans all over the country know that Matiang'i is under arrest and Matiang'i to be arrested, who stands to benefit? Okay, Matiang'i is pro William Ruto, is pro Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. So let's look. If Raila Odinga team are to plan and state manage that, I know people, some people are saying they were on standby mode. Then what does it bring? What does it show? How does it impact on the programs that Raila is running? Let's just look the one for the rallies. Ukiambia watu si hata watu wanashtuka, so people will feel at least the bit threatened and they may not come. I don't think it serves more on Raila Odinga. Now, there is another one that it was diversionary to divert the attention from the movement of those the 50, or rather the mass defections. We are not yet into a political season where those defections are going to be effective in terms of vote mobilization. And would it be a ground? We are not seeing a ground where Raila Odinga's press briefing there and that of Danstan Omari, we did not see them trying to speak more about issues away from Matiang'i. In fact, their point was on Matiang'i. And so if a narrative is to run that wale wenye wanaingia UDA because they're not in good terms with Ruto, and rather Ruto wants to do this and that, I don't think we've not yet got to that point. Some talking about Azimio is trying to trigger an action so that the population will get aggrieved. Does it have the spark? There is this narrative that Azimio started it so that they could get some sympathy. Does it have the spark as we would want to believe? So kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also like our video. I'm humbly requesting you for the support, the little support that I need for a medical bill that I'm a bit overwhelmed, and that's why I've pinned my number there. So kindly, ile kidogo utapata. I believe that by the end I will be closing it on 11th. Yes, we shall have achieved the goal. It's a very small token remaining there. Now, Kenya Kwanza was silent throughout the night, with only Nani Senator Cherargei hitting Matiang'i, saying that Tinga should know that, I don't know, money laundering, corruption, and what are punishable by law, and graft are punishable by law. So other UDA bloggers were actually ridiculing Matiang'i, saying that he was a man that mistreated William Ruto and the others, and then he never knew, he never thought of a time would come that he would also, the shoes would be on the other side. And they are the ones that were praising Matiang'i, that they are the ones that were hitting Matiang'i and saying that, praising Matiang'i for what Matiang'i did when he was dealing with Raila, with Ruto. This has always been there. And so this issue of them saying that it was state managed and that they never went there, we may want to believe it on a basis that maybe we've not yet seen the other side. you've not yet listened to the other side of the story in terms of what the videos and the evidence that is needed. But I don't think that evidence is for the public. Maybe it's for the police themselves. So let's wait. If they go to police and present it, we'll know. Now, if police realized that Matiang'i, there was a report all over that Matiang'i's house is to be raided, they never went there. Now, they're saying they never sent their officers, but they also never went there. Now that they know sisi hatujatuma mtu ametumwa, they would have gone there with the police now to protect Matiang'i, knowing that inaweza kuwa ni watu wengine ambao si polisi. Are we getting that argument? This argument is also valid. You did send the police. This was a once a civil servant, immediate former internal security minister. House is under raid. There is a report that is to be raided. Then it's all over in the media. But you sleep until in the morning, then you give a report, it was never us. So how, while we are supposed to say, or we are supposed to get a confirmation from Matiang'i that it was either them or them, it was either this department or that department, can they also explain why, if they received it, how about if these were just other people? Or maybe they're just some robbers, it was just illicit characters that are maybe going after the life of Matiang'i. People in the dark that are going after Matiang'i. But then, it was to be executed, but because Matiang'i did not know, he thought this was the police. He's saying he got the brief from police ranks that he was to be arrested. That's what he's saying. That's the Star reporting. But then we are also being told that was not it. We never sent the police. So if that was it, then why did you send your officers then to protect Matiang'i? It sounds simple as that. How about if we say, okay, fine, it was never about corruption in that trade, but do what to do? Could we be staring at a possibility of an illicit, a dark force? That yes, it's not from the police, but I think they should also investigate. They should investigate. If it's not them, then maybe some other people wanted to attack Matiang'i. Matiang'i was under attack. It's possible. It's a possibility. This is Kenya. So we should also now move to swift. Denying it's not us is not enough. It's not us, fine. Investigate who is he. I think, and the best way would be you dispatch your officers immediately. Andikisha statement, haikuwa sisi hakutuma mtu, like IG ameshapigia watu ambia sisi hatukutuma mtu, and they already know, government already knows. Then they go there, andikisha statement, niona alikuja walikuwa wavaa nini, how was it, everything. So that by the time you process the whole thing in the morning, Kenyans believe your story. And if successfully it was stage managed, and some officers went there, and maybe they realized if it was state managed and officers went there and with their vehicles and all that, then I think the UDA team must also get worried that there are maybe officers within their ranks that are playing or are working with the other side. That would also be an indication. Matiang'i could be foreseeing an investigation. I don't want to rub off that. I don't want to rub off a possibility that Matiang'i could also know what was going on. It will also be a local playbook. And if it is a local playbook, then Matiang'i knew or just wanted to trigger conversation and maybe know, are these guys investigating me or are they guys thinking about it? Now that this has happened and everyone is denying we are not interested in Matiang'i, not this, not that, then will there be any that will be going on? Will there be any investigation that will be going on? Maybe Matiang'i also wanted to know. However, palipo na moshi, as we wait for that CCTV footage, which I also believe the CS Matiang'i's officers and the security details there should reveal to the country what exactly happened. Because while this is a police thing, but the public court also makes a point. It has political interpretations. And as what has happened, you can see that on Raila Odinga's side, those who are against Raila are saying that the state managed it for political mileage, or rather for propaganda against the state. So while this will be something that can be taken as how they look at it or criminal or something, but it has political interpretations. Now, For them to remove that, for them to counter and debunk it, they should also come out, and that CCTV is just for the public to see that, of course, something like this happened. It's it. We are following, it's still developing, and I'll make sure that I tell you everything that happens when I receive that. Thank you.